Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're trying to cut through some of the complexity around two big EU initiatives.
That's right. The Corporate Sustainability Reporting Directive, the CSRD, and the EU taxonomy.
Yeah, exactly. Think of this as, your quick guide to understanding how the EU is pushing for a greener economy.
Uh-huh.
Our mission today is pretty clear.
Hmm.
What are these things? How do they actually connect? And maybe most importantly, why should you care?
Well, they're definitely foundational pieces of EU legislation. The CSRD significantly expands who needs to report on sustainability
Right.
and what they need to disclose. It builds on the older non-financial reporting directive, the NFRD.
Okay, so an upgrade, basically.
Mm.
And the taxonomy.
The taxonomy is, well, it's the crucial other half. It provides a clear, standardized definition, a classification system, really for which economic activities count as environmentally sustainable.
Okay, so high level. CSRD means more reporting. Taxonomy defines what green means in that reporting. Is that kind of it?
That's a good starting point, yes. The EU wants to boost transparency on sustainability, obviously, but also, critically, channel money towards genuinely green activities.
And the taxonomy is key to stopping greenwashing, I guess.
Precisely. It tackles that head-on by setting out, science-based criteria. It's not just vague claims. It's a detailed list saying this activity helps climate mitigation if it meets these thresholds.
Got it. So CSRD mandates the what and how much of reporting, and the taxonomy provides the standardized benchmark for the environmental part.
Exactly. And the really critical piece is how they link up.
Ah, okay. How does that work?
Companies that fall under the CSRD, the ones who have to do this enhanced reporting, will also need to disclose how their own activities align with the specific criteria in the EU taxonomy.
Right, so you can't just say we're green. You have to show you're working using the EU's ruler, so to speak.
That's the idea. It brings real accountability. How much of your turnover, your CapEx, your OpEx is actually taxonomy aligned?
That feels like a pretty significant step up in transparency.
It is. It means the sustainability info reported isn't just broader. It's directly comparable and relevant to the EU's big picture goal, finding the green transition.
And you mentioned scope earlier. This isn't just hitting the massive corporations, is it?
No, the reach is much wider now compared to the NFRD. It pulls in large companies, listed SMEs, and even some non-EU companies with significant activity in the EU. Plus, investors are really paying attention to taxonomy alignment now.
Okay, so it's reshaping the landscape.
Definitely aiming to.
So for businesses listening in, getting your head around CSRD and the taxonomy, it's not just compliance, is it? There could be actual upsides.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, companies that really embrace this and can clearly show, look, we're aligned with the taxonomy, they're likely to see benefits.
Like what? Better reputation.
Enhanced reputation, sure, but also potentially increased investor confidence. Think
Right.
about ESG funds that are actively seeking taxonomy-aligned investments. It could become a competitive advantage.
Interesting. But we should probably acknowledge it's not all smooth sailing, right? Especially maybe for smaller companies.
That's a very fair point. Implementation isn't trivial. It takes effort, resources, getting the data right. There are definitely challenges.
But the overall goal is,
The overarching objective is clear. Create a more transparent, reliable, and ultimately sustainable financial system for the EU. It's a long-term play.
okay, let's try and summarize then. The CSRD seriously ramps up the requirements for sustainability reporting.
Yes, much wider and deeper.
And the EU taxonomy gives us that standardized playbook for what environmentally sustainable actually looks like for different business activity.
The common language, exactly.
And crucially, they're linked. Companies under CSRD have to report how they stack up against the taxonomy.
That's the connection, driving transparency and trying to steer investment.
Right, within the EU.
For now, yes. The aim is a financial system that really backs the EU's green goals.
Okay, so here's something to chew on as we wrap up. Could this whole integrated approach, CSRD plus taxonomy, could this become a sort of blueprint?
You mean for other parts of the world?
Yeah. Could we see other regions adopting similar models as they grapple with sustainability reporting and green finance? Is this the start of a global standard? Maybe.
That's a really interesting question to ponder. How much influence will this EU model have globally? Definitely something to watch.
Food for thought. Well, thanks for diving deep with us on this today.